And we are live here for the season 2 finale.
Yeah, you got it right.
Yeah, I know. Because I messed up earlier.
A lot.
And we are back. We are back at the season 2 finale of Live on Two Wheels. Do we have a crowd applause? Yes, ladies and gentlemen,
Nice
we
job,
are
Trey.
here. Trey killing the game. We are full soundboard equipped and ready to fire. Guys, this is Live on Two Wheels, your weekly motorcycle live show here on the Chase on Two Wheels and Live on Two Wheels YouTube channels at the same time.
Fun fact,
Yeah.
we've done just as many episodes of Live on Two Wheels as we did First Rides this year.
Oh, snap. The few we missed are the few we missed.
That's true. Fuck. We weren't there because we didn't show up. Are you kidding me?
I can't. I'm going to lose it so easy today. We got to not.
Yeah.
All right, guys. If you guys are new here, Live on Two Wheels, we're talking about motorcycle stuff every single week. This is episode 43, and it is technically the finale for this season because next week we have a very special live show that has been 2.5 years in the making. We are going to be giving away our WBR Garage bikes live next week on Thursday. So we wanted Live on Two Wheels to have its own special finale video or live show. So we decided to do it this week, and then Heather and I are headed out of town tomorrow for our Christmas vacation stuff. So we can't do it Thursday. That's why we're here on Tuesday. I just realized it's not Thursday.
Yeah.
As I'm saying,
now?
yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Today's
that's
gonna
fine.
be great.
Hey, wait. Go back to my screen for a second.
Oh, God.
Look at that. Do you see
What? That you can see my cup? Hold on, Trey. Go to the
no.
middle screen real
I
quick.
know. I'm saying, look
Guys,
look
look,
at that.
I have perfectly hidden my Chick-fil-A cup behind my. Watch this. I'm going for the black cup.
We can see it.
Boom! It's a Chick-fil-A cup.
No, I was just mentioning how washed out my camera
sorry.
is.
That sounds like a January problem. That sounds like a January Chase problem. Oh God, I can't fix my cup again.
No, it's fine.
Oh my God, how did I have this?
I think it doesn't matter.
No. It matters. It matters so much, guys. Let everybody know in the chat. It matters. All right, fix it. There we go. It's gone. So, guys, you're probably asking yourself, Chase, on a finale video, like, we're not trying to find out who stayed married on Married at First Sight. We're over here trying to figure out motorcycle stuff. What do you do on a finale? Well, I'll tell you what you do on a finale. You discuss motorcycles that came out this year and which ones were your favorite.
Cool.
That's what you do. And we have an extensive list of everybody's thoughts that we're going to go over in today's video. Hence the title, Best of the Year. Which some people could imply that we're talking about this could be the best live show of the year.
It's not gonna
But
be.
no, we're talking about the best motorcycles of the year. We tricked them. We put out the little bait and they started nibbling. We pulled them in. What's going on? All right, guys. So we have a little preparatory part of the show, the front half. What's going on, guys? This episode of Live on Two Wheels is brought to you by Revzilla's RPM memberships. Sorry, we had a little technical ad there.
What is going on over here?
We're falling to pieces, boys. All right, guys. First part of the show. Let's knock it out.
I'm so confused at what just happened.
Trey was like, "We're gonna bring in the money now."
I was just singing your praises.
That was awesome. Okay, so guys, I talked about this show is live both on the Live on Two Wheels and YouTube or Chase on Two Wheels YouTube channels, but it's also available as a podcast after the fact. So if you guys just want to listen to it, by all means, even though we do talk about a lot of, like, we show a lot of things, but I guess you could listen to it. And if you do, especially over on Apple Podcasts, we would love a review because we have fancy little decals that we can give you. We have double fancy decals today. Ghost, can we give one of these away to this episode's winner? Awesome. Guys, we have a Ghost on Two Wheels in studio today. He's right behind me. Watch. Perfect. All right, so guys, if you leave us a review over on Apple Podcasts, just search Live on Two Wheels. Live is one word, on Two Wheels is the other, just like the show. I'm going to read a review today, and we're going to give away the Live on Two Wheels decal and a super exclusive holographic Ghost on Two Wheels decal. This person only is getting both. Absolutely.
Nice.
So I have picked. We have a good review this time because if you guys were watching the show last week, the review was a little less than stellar.
Yeah.
So this one's a little better this time. All right. So this review is from user Control Alt Owned 13. Which, that came straight from freaking Xbox Live. All right. So Trey, if I can get dramatic music, please, and I will.
Alt
I'll read this.
Is PC. Why would there be a control button on
Thanks, Beau.
on
Thanks.
Xbox?
Trey, back to the music, please.
PC Master Race.
All right. Oh, my God. All right, title. The Best Motorcycle Podcast. 5 stars, of course. All right. When I first started listening to this show, I never would have imagined it would be this good. Chase might be the star of the show, but Beau definitely completes the show. The two of them combined give comedic banter sprinkled with everything motorcycles. If you're looking for an amazing show, look no further.
You almost died at the end. I like that it's like, hey, Chase is the main star. Beau is also there, which is an appropriate.
No, it's. I read it as like a Batman Robin situation. Like I'm the main guy. My name's on the building, and you're like the sidekick on the show.
Cool.
Oh my God. I laughed so hard when I read this earlier. I was like, I am 100% grabbing that. So if you are user Control Alt Owned 13, send me a screenshot of your account name and you modifying this review to chase@chaseontwowheels.com. Email that to me and I'll send you the necessary stuff to get you a Live on Two Wheels and a holographic Ghost on Two Wheels decal. Oh, I love it so much.
I said this earlier. I've had a gallon of coffee, and
you are still
dead.
dragging ass.
I'm so dead. I apologize in advance.
Yep.
This year has taken its toll on me.
Beau's been down for the count for like 2 hours now. Alrighty. So guys, another way you guys can like interact with the community that we have is our Discord server. So there's a link for it in the description if you guys want to check it out. If you're Discord style people, we have a Discord full of motorcycle enthusiasts. If you're watching the show, probably includes you. So it's a cool place to hang out if you like motorcycles. And what we do is we have a Discord shout out for a little section of our Discord called Moto Photo. It's just an area for you guys to post photos of your motorcycle. And turns out you guys post dope photos. So we are going to do our little Moto Photo of the week.
We got a couple of them.
We have a few of them. Yeah, we're ending strong. So first one is Discord user Gear, in parentheses Toto, which has a very cool looking Africa twin. I don't even know where he is, but I'm going to imagine he is out in the middle of like some African like mountainous area, even though I can see a little bit of gravel asphalt right there. I'm just gonna look I'm gonna look like as don't see that, and I'm gonna think he's off in some African safari. because he's on an Africa twin.
Okay.
All right.
It's literally the only reason you said Africa.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically. All right, next up,
Never
we
seen
have
Africa.
Discord user Rackhouse Moto.
Friend of the show.
Ghost, you can't post photos that Rackhouse posts because I'm having
I know
a
where that is.
problem.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm having a problem choosing a motorcycle, and the Scrambler is really not helping that at all.
Yeah.
And I also love this blue. So
Yep.
how dare you? Also, congratulations, Rackhouse Moto, on having a freaking awesome bike that I'm jealous of. So there's that. All right, next up, we got Smart Guy himself, Andy Uguni, posed up with his Duke 390 with a graphic of the Master Yoda. Where is that at? That's actually legit.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Can we get Andy? Can you tell us where this photo was taken? I would like to know. All right. Also, we have Discord user Hawk22. Sorry we left you at the airport for Smart Guy.
I did get him an Uber though, so
I want to see a drag race between
because nobody told me
the
that he
Honda
was-
and the Fiat. Can we see that? Is that a video we can watch?
No.
That would be hilarious. Can you imagine these two things drag racing? That'd be hilarious. All right.
Yeah, nobody told me that he was going to be arriving in that way. So I was just like, all right, scrambled at the last minute. I called him an Uber.
Hey, that works. All right, guys, so that's our Discord shout-outs of the week. Also, if you guys want to check out Discord, let me see if I can show you guys. I would love to, but Discord always has to update for me, and now I'm going to sit here and watch it update. Beau, tell the people something fun about your week this week.
There's nothing fun about my week. Oh yeah, my Bolt is over here. It looks like it
That
looks like
disgusting, filthy animals at the end of the
it
shop.
looks like an actual barn find.
It truly does.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. Also, it's been sitting since August of last year. Mm-hmm. And I put the key in and just switched the power on, and it
did Yamaha things.
It did Yamaha things. It just came to life.
So, guys, on my screen, you can see our Discord channel. Over here on the left, you can see Live on Tools. If you click over there, up here in the top right, threads. Click on that. We got a thread for Live on Tools Season 2, Episode 43.
That's this
Click
one.
into there. That is this one. How convenient. You guys post anything you want in there. We will look at them at the end of the show. So go sign up to Discord. Go drop some. Give us something good for a season finale.
Yeah.
I'm excited to check it out. Alrighty. That's that. Let's go to the ghost tip of the week. There's two ghost tip of the weeks?
There's a bonus today.
Oh shit, there's a bonus. Let's fucking go. All right, guys, first, Ghost Tip of the Week, sponsored by Ghost on Two Wheels over on Instagram, even though I stopped talking. If you swim with a friend, your chances of getting eaten by a shark drop by 50%.
You don't have to be the fastest person in the water.
You got to
just
be faster than the guy next
Yep.
to you.
Yep.
That's awesome. And since we have a twofer this week,
Yeah.
bonus tip, it's okay to be wrong. It means you learned something. Happy holidays. Man, I'm going to tattoo this one on my chest.
Is that in reference to your conversation earlier with Trey?
All right, guys, that's our Ghost Tip of the Week. If you guys want to see these on Instagram, as you guys can see on the screen, it's at Ghost on Two Wheels.
Yay.
All right, guys, moving on to what has been told to me is might be the best quick shifter of the year.
I'm ready.
So if you guys don't know, Quick Shifter is our segment where we talk about news quickly, and it's evolved
yeah.
into, we talk about news, but then Ghost puts something together at the end of it, which I don't give a shit. Oh my God.
You okay? You okay, hon?
I don't give a shit about the news, but I do very much look forward to the end of it. So without further ado, if last week's was a taste and this is the main course,
Yeah.
I am excited, so let's get into it. And we have Ghost here, which is so awesome. Let me drink something before I choke to death.
Yeah. You okay, hon?
I don't know there, hun. Oh, you weren't in here earlier. He was playing it. No news.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Why is Trey so angry?
Spicy Trey. Starting way back at episode 1. Sit back and enjoy. Oh my.
You turn that up. Chase?
I counted.
Oh, we were
That's
lying.
good.
Holy fuck.
You guys are going to awkwardly watch me.
You
try
by
to
yourself
turn
was like the highlight of
this off.
season
I
1
think
for me.
Kawasaki bikes have generally just great deals. Generally,
Yeah.
I said generally twice in one sentence.
did.
So.
Ghost can confirm on the generally.
I swear to fucking God.
Our air compressor just turned on and will be turned off
Every fucking
in
time.
just a moment.
You don't have any feet. You don't have a choice in this matter. You have to handstand now. All right. All right. Now you live there. Don't come down.
You know you were impressed by that
It's
handstand.
just for those of you listening.
Okay, this is the best one ever.
Chuck on for the Terminator.
The amount of time.
Oh no!
The Luke one gets me every single
Right.
I've ever won. Next up, motorcycles are one of the coolest things ever. Just seeing if Chase would read this line.
Fucking Ron Burgundy over there. He just reads what's on the teleprompter.
True stories.
Yep.
Fucking did it. No hesitation. I feel like you did.
You almost died that day.
Yeah.
That's
I
so
got
great.
burgundied.
With your fucking
Chase's
Culver's
proofreading
cup.
skills have improved unless he just reads this aloud.
Well, we have to stop doing those.
Yeah, that was a great idea. That was totally Ghost. He came into that. Oh my God, double claps. You get double claps. You guys, Beau is the cheapest son of a bitch.
Bye.
No. Before we get into
Stop
anything
saying
more,
that.
What?
You've said that now 6 times.
living on a high.
No, before we get into anything.
Oh God. Before we.
Also, to answer the question, no, I didn't lose the bet. I made this decision on my own to buy this thing.
Ghost, if you'll get in contact with Beau and we can get you a Revzilla gift card. I appreciate that,
Yeah.
Beau. You're always there to kind of equalize me. You're the
great
base to my
equalizer.
acid. May I introduce Dutch?
Yeah.
See, who needs a drum?
Hey, there we go.
Why is your hair fluttering in the?
technology in this place.
Can you imagine Ghost at home filming that? And he's like, T7, the CP2.
Oh, fuck
yes.
this. Fuck you for
I'm
this.
Really getting chills. Oh my God. I don't know.
Pick it now!
T7.
That was such a good moment, dude.
I don't like this show anymore. He should post the Ghost tip of the week on Instagram.
He does that.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Are you not following Ghost on 2 Wheels? You sack of shit. You should feel bad. You should feel real bad.
I'm so
now.
glad we have the soundbite
Thing,
of such a
Ghost,
great
your
moment.
tips of the week, they're great. I don't want to take away from them, but his enjoyment of them is what annoys me. Like he's over the moon for him.
How did you pull a hand already?
All right, no, that's a suspicious looking hand, Ghost.
Yeah.
That's a real suspicious looking hand,
It's
and I'm
almost
not
like-
showing that.
it's-
Always do that.
Don't ever make it short. Is that the thunder?
That's the thunder. That's the thunder.
If you guys are not watching over, oh my God, it's so dry.
Yeah.
Why are you giving that to me now?
I don't know. Fucking
Oh,
salute.
Am I main veining honey?
Yeah.
so much. I couldn't feel it at first.
That's what she said. I'll get mute ready in case you say something stupid.
Okay. I'll be. So I went to.
Yeah, we got producer Trey. Hey, bud.
That pink was good.
Terrified and in love with you. With my buddy Beau for Live on 2 Wheels, episode 28 of season 2.
Good God.
Yeah.
No, wait, hold your side of the globe. If you guys are just listening, this is. Don't put this in the video.
Don't put
but-
this but do you just rest your nuts on top of it?
Yes. Ghost of the week. Tequila won't solve all your problems, but it's probably worth a shot.
Hey.
Ah,
Hey.
that's poignant because yesterday.
He was drunk.
Industry standard, if someone has a frown on their face, it is a bad thing.
Yes.
Not everyone knows that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe. Just clearing that up. As a
Eating healthy is for losers.
too small.
This is a lot of preamble for things
Because
that
this video is awesome.
Everybody already knows.
It is our extravaganza. We're here to dumb it down thanks to my dumb brain.
That's what I said, but I was being nice about it.
We get to talk about something brand
That poor
new
camera.
Suzuki
Yeah,
put
just
out.
everywhere.
The what? What are you doing?
I was signing to Ghost that thank you.
That's not.
Nope.
Look, I
Don't.
thank you.
That's not. When I'm riding, I'm fast and loose.
yeah, absolutely.
If I was in the wild right now and 100 chihuahuas came out of the woods and started chasing me, I'd fucking shit my pants.
yeah, but bye. Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god. Oh, what is the button? Yeah, I got it. I farted. I mean, I did the fart button. That's what I did. It scares me that Ghost in this episode was not only so familiar that he could go back to the exact episode that originated
You're a
from,
fucking treasure, my guy.
but you were also able to do that, record them, edit them together, render them out, upload it, and then send me a link
I fucking love
that
this
was
guy.
titled. I'm equally terrified and in love with you.
It's amazing.
I don't know how you do what you do, but I'm very appreciative.
Very glad you do.
And I am so glad you're on our team, I think.
Wait.
Oh,
Ooh.
a tease? What?
I'm here for this music.
Bro,
It's got some cyberpunk vibes.
can we just watch this the whole episode? This is going downhill from here. Let's be real.
That was awesome.
Ghost, you
Yep. Wow, that is a serious clap. Yeah, thank you. You're like clapping right into the mic.
that was great. R.I.P. everybody. I'm so sorry.
I've got a compressor on this, so I hate that.
Yeah, let's stop. All right. Wow, what an awesome year for Live on Two Wheels. It's great to see like the highlights of all the episodes, because like I think Beau and we've talked about it in the past. Like we put out so much content. Like we don't really get a lot of time to like sit back and appreciate
You
all of
definitely
it.
get lost in the sauce.
Yeah, so it's always good to get at the end of the year and look back, which is what we're going to do a lot in this episode, of just being like, what happened? Like, truly, what the hell happened?
Yeah. It's the equivalent of like getting into a car wreck and you're just kind of like, what,
Right.
oh, and there's just shell shock. And at the end of the year, we just stop for a second and be like, what the fuck did we just do?
Yeah, I will say, so we're going to go into the housekeeping segment, guys, where oh my God. Oh, wait, sorry. I thought was this the middle camera. I got so excited that my my cup was showing. Wow.
You okay?
No.
You okay?
So we're going to go into the housekeeping segment, just where we kind of talk about what's going on around the shop.
Housekeeping.
That stuff. And then we'll get into our little highlights. But I remember last year when we got to the end of the year, we had a lot of videos that we had planned to come out. And we basically got to the end of the year and it becomes like rush mode. And for you guys that are sub to the Chase on Two Wheels channel, we posted a video today. We posted a video, and we're going to post three more. Oh, yeah. So let me talk about that, since that was an accident. We have all four videos four videos are coming out this week, not including this live show. So we got them all done ahead of time ish, and you can schedule a YouTube video to go live. I come in this morning to finish up a video I'm going to talk to you guys about that we also, so 5 videos this week? Good God. A lot of content coming out this week, but I come in, I start editing this other video and I get it rendering, and then I go on to the YouTube app to be like, let me make sure the video that's coming out today is all set up and everything. And it's like posted and doing really well, and I'm like, well, wait, when did it post? And at 9 o'clock this morning, it was posted 9 hours ago. So we did a midnight drop on a video on accident.
No idea how.
Yeah, I've scheduled every video to go live this week. And I've triple checked them because obviously I'm going to be out of town. So I'm like, I want to make sure everything's right. I don't know how that happened, but the video is doing well. So do we post stuff at midnight now? Like, I don't know. Maybe.
Give our friends overseas a chance to participate.
Yeah, we had a guy in like Queensland, Australia, who was like, hey, it's 3 in the afternoon and a Chase video dropped, which is kind of cool to think about. So yeah, we've got the, today we dropped the 1 month review for the XSR. Tomorrow we have a really unique, but one of my favorite videos that we did this year about the Harley Davidson Sportster S. Then on Thursday, we have our final XSR video coming out.
Yeah.
And then we have an Indian first ride coming out on Friday.
Yep.
And, big news, super big news. And I'll post a link in the chat. Today, we posted our second On 4 Wheels video. If you guys aren't familiar, we started the new channel On 4 Wheels. We're going to do car reviews every now and then. We're not going to, it's not getting all of our attention or anything. But we did a truck review. Did really well. We did my Subaru review, which you can attest. The amount of hours I have put into that video. We really need to refine that. Yeah. So
we need to at some point address it as we do. We've gotten first rides to a science.
I was gonna say, so guys, a first ride takes us half a day filming, and it takes half a day relatively to edit.
Yeah.
So a first ride's from start to finish,
full day
from
work.
texting Mountain to be like, hey, have this ready, to having a done piece of product is 1 working day, 8 hours.
Yeah.
That Subaru, it's the car that we did the review on is our 2022
the actual camera car.
Yeah, it's the actual car we use for camera car, and it's a 2022 Subaru Outback Wilderness Edition. Really cool car, tons of features that it has, was really fun to dig into. But that video has probably taken about 2 weeks of work.
Yep.
And that's probably light.
Yeah.
It's 45 minutes long. It has B-roll coverage.
Good fucking
It has B-roll coverage throughout the whole video. Here, I need you guys to go watch it, so I'm going to give you guys a link real quick. But have you watched the actual review yet of that car?
No, Master doesn't give me enough time to enjoy YouTube.
Sorry that Master doesn't do that for you.
Master, give Dobby sock.
Oh, goodness. Hold on. I'm going to post it in the chat for you guys because I would love for you guys to go check it out and let us know in the chat what you think about it, if you don't mind. Honestly, I've just put so much fucking time into it that I need somebody to watch it.
I will say I enjoy doing camera car more for cars because it's at least the way that we have ours set up. Because a little inside baseball is that, we use our C200, which is a cinema camera.
Yep.
But we keep it in autofocus so that we don't have to pull focus while doing, because
one less person to have.
Right.
Yep.
So that it can be operated by one person, the gimbal itself.
Yeah, we try to keep it minimal and it'd be a 3-man camera team.
I can do zoom and then the gimbal itself and then the aperture.
Yep.
And not have to worry about focus. But that focus box is like boop.
Yeah.
And so on a motorcycle,
car's a bigger target.
So on a motorcycle, it's like I'm just like fucking zoning in and trying to get it. But like cars, it's just like it feels framed. Good, done.
Yeah, exactly. No, the couple times we did a video with Do It With Dan last week.
Yeah,
I think we did some camera car work for him and his new Corvette. You guys should go check it out because that wrap looks dope. Yeah. I don't know what color that is.
Yeah,
it's like a matte maroon thing.
Yeah.
It looks awesome. But yeah, we did that work, and it is very interesting doing camera car for cars versus motorcycles. Motorcycles are more maneuverable.
You're playing a lot with like framing.
Yeah.
with a motorcycle, whereas a car, it's like
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It fills the frame really well.
yeah. But
Yeah.
that's cool. I mean, it only took 2 weeks. The second video, we got to.
We've been working on that video because we had bad weather for like the last 3 weeks. It's taken us over a month to get that video out. So it's 45 minutes long, which is way longer than what we want. We're kind of shooting for that 20 to 30 minutes, similar to a first ride.
Yeah.
But me and my co-host Patrick on there, you get excited and you're talking with somebody and you just start chit-chatting and shit. Bro, that video was an hour and a half, and I cut it down to 45.
I think the two of you are probably like worst case scenario.
Right, because we both like to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's very knowledgeable about cars, and you are very excited about cars.
Yeah.
So whereas you don't have the technical knowledge he does,
Right.
but you have all the excitement and like talking about it,
Right.
and the two of you are some gabby hens.
Well, like it's really interesting to do the cars because like with motorcycles, I'm not a real technical person, period.
Yeah.
But with the motorcycles, I've ridden so many of them, I can compare and contrast really quickly.
Yeah.
But with the cars, I'm like brand new, so I'm still learning like I don't want to say I'm learning what a car feels like, but I'm learning how to diagnose sections of cars so that I can eventually
you're
get to that point.
experiencing it through the lens of somebody who's actually like soaking that information in rather than just the experience of it. So
yeah, so
it's
once
pretty cool.
Yeah, once we get that show like more episodes in, I'll be able to talk and compare more. But right now, it's more of like I'm just excited to do it, and Patrick's always super fun to be on video with.
Yeah.
So there's that video. So we got 5 videos coming out this week plus this live show. It's a lot, but after today, it's Christmas break.
Yep.
Woo! Super excited. Are you excited? You
Yeah.
like Christmas whoops?
I'm trying real hard to get in the Christmas spirit. Mm-hmm. It's a little difficult.
I get
Difficult
that.
this year. So
We are in the same boat on my camp, but trying to woo.
but we'll go through it. Spend some time with the family and not come out to the shop for a while.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the same.
I am so happy. I even switched around my vacation days because I was like, man, I really don't want to ride to this. I'd be just the sad, cold piece of shit.
That is a note. Instead of getting a live on Ontwowheels audio version tomorrow, you guys will get it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And you'll appreciate it when it comes out.
Yeah.
Nobody will be at the shop tomorrow. It'll be good times.
Yep.
All right. Season finale. As we saw in the Quick Shifter segment, we've done a lot of videos. We've done a lot of videos on different bikes. We've done a lot of just information grabs. So we've got a best of our favorites. We've got our looking ahead to, and everybody's filled this in. So we're going to go through everybody and talk about, everything. So first up is what was the best new motorcycle this year? And guys in the chat, guys in the comments, you guys feel free to give us your answers as well. I think it'll be a super cool thing to have comments and chat. See if it's always funny in the chat. You'll see a lot of the same bike pop up. So it'll be cool. So what was the best new motorcycle this year? Anybody want to go first? I can go first.
I didn't even have to think about mine.
Oh, really?
The Touareg 660 is
Really?
Yeah,
you are heads and tails over that.
I just think that it was such an interesting entry into a lower middleweight adventure market to offer something so capable,
right,
with so much tech at a very good price.
So it gets that situation for you because it competes at a T7 level with a ton of tech with it.
Yeah, they were like they came for the throat because T7. You couldn't swing a bat without hitting somebody looking for a T7, and
you're still to that day right
people
now
paying like $4,000 more than asking price
for a used one.
And then you look at, and then this thing came out of nowhere, and it's just like boom. Here's all the things that make a T7 great.
Mm-hmm. Plus all the things a lot of people want.
Yep.
That a T7 does not. That's a fair point.
It's one of the best sounding bikes I've heard in such a long time too. It's just that fucking induction
sound.
The
660 platform.
Yeah. That induction sound was just
there's a ton of bikes that we've ridden, and granted, the Touareg we didn't get a ton of time on. We did a little test ride at ADV
we didn't
Fest.
need much time because the first time that you and I took off, we were in South Dakota on that test ride.
And that lead guy just left.
And so me and you both decided, like, well, fuck it, and go bwomp, and simultaneously we were both just laughing like children because the sound of that induction.
I will say, other than the brand new MT10, we'll talk about that later, but other than the induction sound that it has, which Yamaha like literally made specifically for that bike, other than that, the 660 has the best sound, which is kind of like, it's a middleweight. Where did that come from?
So good.
That's interesting that you'd put the Touareg. I wouldn't have expected that. Ghost, do you want me to tell your answer on here? So Ghost, again, this is what is the best new motorcycle this year. Ghost has in the 2022 Suzuki GSX-S 1000 GT Plus. I'm going to pull up a photo.
It's a good bike.
It is a very interesting bike. And just to be clear, this was the Touareg 660 that Beau was talking about.
I also love the
very good
the
colorway.
color. Yeah.
The Suzuki. So a touring bike is your thing, Ghost, huh? Ghost seems to be in the touring.
Type.
He does have a type. I wish I had a contact at Suzuki because, we've given them shit, but we give everybody shit where they need to be given shit at.
Yep.
But with Suzuki, I'm honestly really surprised with them. I have not ridden this platform yet because they have the nuh-uh. I rode the 1000 GT?
Yeah, you did.
No way, did I?
Yeah, because you.
Oh, it was the Naked that I haven't gotten to ride.
Because I did a little funsies on the thumbnail where you were like on a touring bike but tucked in.
I don't remember that at all.
Get fucked, man. 2022. See you later.
2022 for real. No, what it was is the 1000, the Naked, that I really want to try. Yeah. And I haven't even.
You did the GT.
I have not even seen that at Mountain.
Was his the GT Plus?
It was a GT Plus.
Yeah, it was.
Thanks, team. Appreciate that. Regardless, though, I am surprised with Suzuki. I wouldn't have expected them to have the year of information that they've put out, and that's been pretty cool. That's a good vote. Trey, you don't have an answer in here. What is your answer?
Let's say V100 Mandela.
V100 Mandela.
Platform, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. To be fair, you were out in freaking Europe riding it, so how could you not?
I will say the Active Arrow is a really cool thing.
I didn't even know about that, and I'm watching
we talked about it.
I know, but
on a live show.
But my brain. I'm an hyper visual person. I have to see it, and I'm watching Trey's press launch video, and fucking wings pop up, and I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" And Beau's like, "It's the Active Arrow."
Same reaction you had when we watched it live, and you're like, "What the fuck is that?"
Dude, I have a memory of a goldfish. I didn't even remember a bike I did a first ride on.
That's hilarious.
You know one bike I do remember, though?
Of course.
My pick for the best new motorcycle this year is the bike that might hold the record for the bike we've held the longest as a loan, and we still have it, is the 2022 Yamaha XSR 900. My God.
This is the guy that currently owns an MT10 that was the loan for a year.
This year is the one we've had longest on loan. I know that the XSR 900 is a good bike because every video we make on it, the comments are exploding.
Yeah.
It is, whether you like the bike or not, it gets a lot of attention, both visually and online. So that has to be my best new bike this year. I've enjoyed every second of that thing. Yeah. All right, so those are some strong picks.
Yeah.
Moving on, what motorcycle brand elevated themselves the most in 2021? Now,
we have a problem.
We do have a problem, and this is one of those situations where I didn't copy the right homework. In this. I'll argue it. But what I wrote down was Ducati dashes.
You didn't understand the question.
I didn't. And I was, this is how stupid I am. I wrote Ducati dashes because to be fair, I wrote that because I feel like Ducati is in the lead with dashes, how they translate the information the rider needs.
Yeah, bro, chat's getting it, man. Chat's getting it. You are in the,
Ghost just dashed out my Ducati answer.
Somebody was like, "Hey, would you like Mexican or Chinese for dinner? And you said
I would like pancakes.
pyramid.
You're right, yeah.
You're not even answering the right question.
I think Ducati is leading the game in dashes, but Ducati didn't. I mean, they came out with
Dr.
a
Suzuki with a good answer too. Harley. For
Suzuki.
entering a new
So to
category.
me, Suzuki is the answer for this. What motorcycle brand elevated themselves the most in 2022?
That's a good answer.
Because of the GSXS line that they're adding, this
The
new
800.
GSX 8S and the V-Strom 800.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Even though
That's
it's
a better answer than the dashes of a
Thanks.
Ducati.
To be fair, I was going to say Ducati dashes / Suzuki, but I didn't get to it. But
that doesn't make any sense.
It still
anyway.
doesn't make. No, I'm not
Okay.
arguing. I'm just saying that
I just want you to know.
Yeah, thank you. You're a
What
piece of shit.
motorcycle brand elevated themselves? He says, dashes.
Dashes O'Houlihan. Yeah, Suzuki.
Well, the rest of us got it right.
No, yeah. So, Beau, you want to say your answer for this?
Mine was a tie. It was a hard choice to make, but I think both of them did well. Royal Enfield and CF Moto. CF Moto came out of nowhere and started like just dominating. We've had several of their bikes in.
We currently have.
They are
one.
great. They are great bikes and kind of reinvent the idea of what a Chinese manufacturer is capable of.
That and how you can advertise motorcycles.
And then Royal Enfield, they're just everywhere. Sales are up.
I have never been more excited about a brand I had no idea about than both Royal Enfield and CF Moto. Obviously, before I got to ride, obviously I'm farther in with CF Moto. I've ridden some bikes. I've known about Royal Enfield as a motorcycle brand.
I'd love to get
I've never been
Continental GT in house.
How have I not ridden?
That's what
one
I
of
want for
these?
2023 is to get a Continental GT in house.
We have no contact to Royal Enfield. Just putting that out there. But hey, Royal Enfield and Suzuki, what up? So Trey's answer for this motorcycle brand elevated themselves the most in 2022. CF Moto, Ghost also CF Moto. I mean, Ghost had a fair point before this year, and I'm the same way. I had no idea who CF Moto was, and now, I'm super amped on anything I see from them. They've
done such a good job. It's hard. It's hard in the current environment of the way that China, the intellectual property issues, and we talked about this on the live show with them. It's hard to separate that from legitimate manufacturing.
I will say
R&D.
I don't know what episode it is, but we did a live show where we had guys from CF Moto here on the show. I do recommend you guys checking that out
or something like that.
Yeah, if you guys are interested to know more about CF Moto, literally from the guys at CF Moto, go check out that live show because I feel like it had a ton of information.
It's not an easy task when you're
new kid to the block and you got these massive power players. How do you fight that game?
They came from this world of there's a preconceived notion when you talk about it, and then
they still have an uphill battle.
Having them in house and putting your hands on it and going this is different than what I expected. Entirely.
No, I think
good answer, everybody except Chase.
Yeah, the right answers to me are CF Moto, Suzuki, and Royal Enfield. I mean, Ducati also came out with their first legit ADV bike with the so anyway, there's a lot of cool stuff that happened this year, but as far as elevated themselves, I don't know if I would necessarily consider adding an ADV bike to elevating.
No,
themselves.
it's definitely for them. It's the only thing that really elevated was that they are now starting to be taken more seriously as more than just a heritage motorcycle company. I will if you were to ask me the most innovative bike from a manufacturer, I would have said Pan Am because it is so far beyond what they normally do, and their first foray into it, and it is both competitive and competent.
Yeah, I was going to argue that you could argue that the Desert X is the same thing. It's an ADV bike from a company that doesn't make ADV bikes, but the Multistrada, they've had the Multistrada Enduro before, so they've had a bike that can go off-road, whereas Harley...
It was left field, and they did it, and they executed well, so...
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep.
All right, so next up, very interesting category, best motorcycle you rode in 2022.
Yeah.
Ghost conveniently has a 2021 Kawasaki Versus 1000. Interesting.
Interesting that.
If you guys don't know, that is Ghost's new bike that he actually rode to the shop today.
Yeah.
Also, props for riding in this weather.
Yeah.
40s and raining.
Yep.
And this man's like, I'm going to take my bike and my massive balls and I'm going to go straight to freaking Wreck Bike Rebuild Garage. Trey, you've got in here the Harley Davidson Lowrider ST.
Nice.
Give me your one-liner on why you chose that.
As the best bike.
Because you did the Nightster, you did the Vespa, you did the V100 Mondello, and the Lowrider ST got your spot.
It made me a diehard Harley fan again.
Nah.
It made you a diehard Harley fan again.
That's cool.
Shit.
Brought me back to the fold.
It brought him back to the fold.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. What a damn statement. All right. But what about you? Best motorcycle you rode in 2022.
Tiger 900, baby.
So two of the four are motorcycles that you bought.
There's a reason. Well, there's a reason we bought them.
No. Yeah. You. Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Okay. So what are your top things you like so much about the Tiger 900? Obviously you bought it. Obviously you like it. But
one, it's approachable, more approachable than it seems.
right.
Its weight is nice and it's very well balanced. I said this when we did the break-in demo ride for Triumph.
When we went out with Triumph. Yeah.
I said this that Tiger 900, that T-plane triple is probably one of my favorite motors that I've ridden on. It is a fun, grunty, while still having a little bit of the wind out at the end.
Yeah.
It's the fun of a triple. It is the kind of gnarly, thumpy, torquey of a twin.
It has really good characteristics from literally everything.
Yeah, I just loved that motor so much. And then, like, I don't know, it's the first bike I've ever had that had not just a little bit of tech.
It's got everything.
It's got fucking
You
everything.
got race Brembos on that motherfucker, all right?
The top shelf Stylema Brembos,
Yeah.
traction control, cornering traction control, ABS, every ride modes, heated grips. Like, it's the nicest thing that I've ever owned, and I just feel. Plus, I mean, the fucking khaki matte green,
The color's
with the
great.
white.
I'm not gonna lie, so I was convinced, I was sold on the whole, man, I really need to pay attention to ADV stuff when you got back from that Mojave event. That got me like, damn, there is something here. But seeing you get the Tiger, investing enough in ADV to be like, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
You get the Tiger, you start modding it out, and I'm watching you come in riding the bike and everything, and I'm just there is something special going on here.
The biggest thing for me with that Tiger, all those things are on the same level of importance to me, but riding that thing on the street, it feels great, it's comfortable, it's compliant, and as soon as I take it off road, I'm just like, oh, it's a big bike, it's heavy, you can feel it, but it takes everything I throw at it and fills in all the gaps of my
inability to ride off-road and stuff.
And so I just feel comfortable and confident on it and doing stuff that I would not normally have done on a bike with less tech. I've got my Bolt here, and that is
R.I.P. Bolt.
that is the least technical
It's
bike.
the opposite side, yeah.
And that's fun, but I couldn't imagine having a bike with no user assistance at all while doing the things because I've put 6,000 miles of it off road of the 12 that are on it right now.
Right.
And doing some pretty gnarly stuff.
I mean, we saw the clip earlier. You took it with a water crossing and then did a little whoopsie daisy.
It's taken everything I've a night ride in the middle of the mountains, going down crazy hills. It's a wonderful bike.
Yeah, you seem to enjoy it a lot, and
every time I think about it, I'm upset because it's it's a lot. It was a lot of money.
No shit.
Yeah, but then I go do something crazy fun, and I'm just fuck
Worth
that
it.
money. Can't take it with you.
Right. I will say, so both Yamaha and Triumph make a lot of triples.
Yeah.
You know, the CP3, all the CP3s, and Yamaha makes some amazing triples. There is a specific feeling that a Triumph triple has that a Yamaha triple does not have.
Yeah, that new T-plane triple is probably one of my favorite engines.
Yeah, I don't know what I honestly like. I would have to have two bikes that are very comparable and ride them at the same time to really like diagnose the difference.
Yep.
They're both amazing in different ways, but yeah, it's incredible what Triumph is able to do out of the triples. It's funny you say all that because when I'm thinking of best motorcycle I rode in 2020, the answer I put down and the answer I like thought was the right one was the Yamaha MT-10, the 2022. Now, part of that was the experience in itself, because if you guys haven't seen the press launch video, I own a 2019 MT-10. I love that motorcycle.
Yep.
The press launch for the 2022 MT-10 was in Charlotte, North Carolina. So that's like 5 hours from here or something like that.
Yep.
So I took it upon myself to have myself a little touring adventure.
A little road trip.
So I took my little MT-10 to the MT-10 press launch and then rode it back. And I had a really good time. Like it's an amazing motorcycle, the brand new MT-10.
But
photos don't do it well,
Yeah.
but it needs to be seen in person, and it rides. It's a whole nother level, right? You explaining all that, so you know, going through your whole thing about your Tiger 900, and I'm like, you know, I've ridden my MT-10 a lot. I've done the mountains, I've done the touring, I've done all the things I want to do on it. But there's one thing you can't do on an MT-10, and that's be hauling fucking ass on a road and then like slam on brakes and take a hard right down a dirt road. And you talking through that Tiger thing, I was like, yeah, that's a good point. Like that Desert X press launch that I should not have gone to. I'll be straight up with you guys. I had ridden a little bit of off-road on my WR. We did a like 5 tips you need to know. Yeah. And I ate shit that day. Off camera, of course. Yeah, and that was the only off-roading I had done before I went to a fucking off-road an on and off-road press launch.
At elevation.
In Aspen at like 10,000 whatevers.
You know that unit of measurement?
Yeah. But yeah, I think I'll take mine back because I did have a lot of nostalgia from the MT-10 thing because there was...
Joe Jackson says, excuse me, Chase, but I literally rode your MT-10 off-road.
That's true. Joe did. If Joe would have taken my MT-10 where that Desert X took me, that MT-10 would not be here. So that's a fair point, Joe. But yeah, the uniqueness of doing a trip by myself to that, I think there was a lot of nostalgia already with that. But if I boil this down to best motorcycle I rode, I think it might need to be that Desert X because there is a special feeling of being on road, and it's not like you're on road on a dirt bike and you got to be careful. When you're on road and just fucking railing a motorcycle, and then you're like, I'm gonna take a hard right and I'm gonna go up, like the stuff I was doing with the Desert X thing was just like, I might die. Yeah, like truly, like there were cliffs where if I would have gone down them, my chances of survival were low.
So that's that night ride for me because the next morning we rode the same roads and I was like, oh, I was this close to dying? Okay, cool.
Right.
I just couldn't see it, so it didn't matter.
So my first answer was a 2022 MT-10. I would like to officially change that to the Desert X because that was the most unique press launch I've ever done.
3 right now.
I'm not doing good. I was not in a good headspace, clearly, when I was answering these. All right, guys, we're going to jump to an ad break real quick, and we've got way more favorites coming your way, so we will be right back. What's going on, guys? This episode of Live on Two Wheels is brought to you by Revzilla's RPM membership. What that is basically a membership program that only costs $60 a year, not a month, but a year, and you get a ton of rewards from it. It's kind of like Amazon Prime for Revzilla. So if you're buying a lot of motorcycle gear, especially on Revzilla, this could be really interesting for you. Check out all of the things you get for this. So you're going to get free 2-day shipping and returns. You're going to get 10% off exclusive brands. You're going to get 5% cash back, period. Also, for you first-time members, you're going to get $15 in cash back from the moment you get this membership. It's also going to include early access to sales and phone lines and exclusive events. So if you're somebody that buys a ton of gear and could find a lot of value in this RPM thing, by all means, we'll have a link for you down in the description below. Thank you guys for supporting the show by going to that link. And thank you, Revzilla, for sponsoring this episode.
RPM membership also applies to Cycle Gear and J&P Cycles. There, I updated the ad.
We'll see you guys with the rest of the show.
And like make our own animated.
What's going on, guys? Thank you guys for sending through that ad. If you guys are not into the Revzilla RPM stuff, this is a great time to be like, hey, WBR Garage, you got like a week left? A week left, and we're giving bikes away. So if you guys want to throw $5 in the hat over at WBRgarage.com, you get two times entries.
Yep.
So for $5, you can get 10 entries to win either our CBR 600 or 300, giving those away next Thursday on a special live show, 4:30 on Chase on Two Wheels. All right, so we did the best bike we rode.
Yeah.
Let's talk about our favorite C2W video of the year.
It's an even split.
It is a very even. So I assume that's your answer then, is because you didn't put your answer in. But
Yeah, I did.
Oh, it doesn't show it. Okay, so guys, favorite C2W video of the year.
What mellow note are you on?
I mean, you can see it on my screen. It doesn't have it. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So for mine, it is definitely our Iron Butt Challenge on the Tracer 9 GT. We had the Tracer 9 in here from Yamaha. You guys know we got it in good with Yamaha. We always have a Yamaha bike in here, it seems.
Yep.
So while we had the Tracer 9 GT, I've heard about doing iron butts all the time, and when we got loaner bikes this year, I would always try to be like, what's a video that this bike would do good in? And the iron butt, which is basically you have 24 hours to ride 1,000 miles as one rider. And we had the Tracer 9 GT in here, and I'm like, I don't know if we're going to get a better bike to do an iron butt on this year. So we decided
very drama-filled video.
Yeah, so Trey, Beau, and I set out to do an iron butt. We had the path down. We had the camera car. We had drones. We had everything. Our goal, we set out to do, and I'll play the video just so we can have it going in the background, and I'll just mute it while I'm talking. But the plan for that video was to really do a big cinematic version of what an iron butt could be, because that's not done a lot.
Yeah.
These videos, and we found out during
Why?
we found out why that people just don't do that. It's physically demanding on your body. It's physically demanding on the team if it's there, because most people don't have a team following them. But I mean, we didn't accomplish it. You guys can go watch the video if you want to find out
Spoiler.
how. But that honestly to me makes the video better.
Yeah.
Because it's real. Like these people watch us and they're like, oh, they don't exist on the regular plane that we all live on. But like, we set out to do this. We set out to film a high quality iron butt.
Yeah.
Failed in a very dramatic way. But I think part of that makes me look back at this video of like, I don't know if there's a specific video that we worked so hard on and we gave all three of us gave everything we had. Like by the time, I don't know about you guys, but by the time I got home that day, I was like, I'm exhausted, I'm proud, I'm pissed off, I'm sad. Like I literally felt everything from one video. And I don't. One. We didn't have. I didn't have that experience on any other video filming this year. Started at 4:20 in the morning.
I remember.
And then we ended as we know. All right, so that's mine.
Trey's got the iron butt down as well.
Trey, what's your one-liner for the iron butt putting down?
I can't do one line.
Yeah, I can't do one. I totally understand that.
But it was, all in all, I felt fulfilled after the fact. Was I broken afterwards? Yeah.
100%.
None of us came into work the day after.
No.
We all said fuck today, because it wasn't the next day. It was the same day, because we got in at midnight.
Yeah, I don't even think we dumped footage. We literally came in and just like put everything out of the car into the shop.
Yep.
And we all left. There's a feeling of camaraderie that I think like when you go through like a really trying thing together, I think there's a lot of cohesion that like happens.
Well, so
that's really cool.
So that was one of the things that led me to my answers because of that camaraderie. There's two types of like friendship building kind of things, and
Bullshit. And
it is going through the drama of setting up a whole thing and going through this and succeeding or failing. But it's also the getting to experience new things. And
right.
so that's why I chose
your answer is my number 2.
Adventure Bros, because it was the awe and the wonder and the spectacle of going into a new thing, into new places, and already leading into it in an excitement, because this is something that like re-sparked my interest in motorcycling, and now I get to share that moment with a friend who's got this spark about it. It was just such a cool thing, and it opened up an avenue for us to discover a new type of content and play around. And we've had this discussion. I always like those moments where we get to like just brainstorm and figure out something like, I want to do this. How do we do this?
Yeah.
Let's build this series and try to make this a new thing while also experience. I had a great time.
So if you guys are, if you haven't watched every video, which totally understand, we put out a lot. This year, Beau and I went to Revzilla's Get On ADV Fest. Harley was nice enough to supply us with 2 Pan Am specials, and we basically flew out to South Dakota and just did ADV riding for 2.5 days, having no experience. And it was an incredible time. I totally agree with you on that. Was it the ADV Fest or was it the actual out and riding on? Because like the Adventure Bros is a series that we're starting to do, where we just go out and adventure on things.
Yeah, I think that line that you just said is more telling than you realize. It is, to me, when we did the thing that I liked about the Iron Butt is we had a goal and a path forward.
Right.
And we just shoveled right through.
Yeah. As difficult as it may be.
Yeah. Whereas, and this is going to sound like trite and contrived, but like the thing I like most about ADV Bros is
like the series.
Yeah. In general, the idea behind it is that it is the content. The goal is to experience. Like we'll have, and we've had, internal meetings about it. We'll have goals. We'll have something that we're going towards, like, oh, hey, there's this abandoned whatever. Let's go check it out.
Right.
But really, the meat and potatoes of it is the experience of going through there. However that happens, I like that feeling.
Yeah.
But it's also sharing that experience with others. We've said this before. ADV Bros is more than just
us two.
Yeah. It is the idea that like the adventure, the bros part of adventure is the community, because both you and I had the same reaction to the adventure crowd, which is like, oh shit, these dudes just, there's no ego really.
Right.
And it is everybody,
which is surprising because everybody's on really capable motorcycles.
Yeah. And so when we went to South Dakota and you saw a sea of young, old men, women, it
just
did
range.
not matter.
Yeah.
All ranges of bikes, from like little 250s to big old honking, 1250s. It didn't matter. It was such a unique thing, and everybody there, it was just such an awesome experience.
Right.
And the icing on that cake was like going out and actually riding.
Yeah.
And you and I experiencing that.
Well, so one of the videos that I put it in our notes thing that kind of got me thinking was the video that we're still working on with our California correspondent, Joe Jackson. So if you guys...
Joe in the comments right there.
Oh, yeah, Joe might still be in the comments. Yeah, Jackson Photo. So, guys, we are working on... We don't know how many episodes it's going to be. No. I have just gone through all of the 360 footage, and I was texting Joe about this. So, or let me give you guys context, and then you'll understand what I'm saying. So, our buddy Joe used to live here in Atlanta. He's a photographer. He decided he's going to move to California, sold all of his shit, packed it up on a KTM 890 Adventure R, and rode his ass across the country. Yeah. And just had him a little adventure across the country. Now he's over in California.
It's a brutal 65-degree day here.
Right.
Go fuck yourself,
Joe. But So we were like, okay, that kind of fits inside of the Adventure Bros, because our idea with Adventure Bros is most of the time it's going to be me and you, me and Beau, and then there are times where the greater is sharing an adventure with other people, which is kind of like, where we want to take it.
Yeah.
So Joe tells us he's moved across the country, and we're like, that would be a really cool video. Yeah. So we supplied Joe with some cameras to record the process, and he records the whole process, and we were going to make one video, like a 20-minute video. It's going to be a little bit longer of a video. And I'm going through, I probably spent a full week processing 360 files. Yeah. And I was texting Joe while I'm going through this, and I'm like, dude, you filmed such good moments. Like I authentically feel like I was there with you the whole time. Yeah. Because you saw, when I'm not processing 360 like, oh, okay, cool, drag here, export. I'm watching through the entire file. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, I literally feel like I was like this little Yoda guy on your shoulder, going through this process and going through the trials that you have to go through.
Like I said, that's the most exciting part for me.
Yeah. Well, it was cool for me to have not been there at all. Yeah. I had never experienced what he experienced, but through video, I was like, Jesus, I feel like I got at least a part of it. I got a little sample platter. So we have this video, 3,000 miles. We'll have a link in the description. It's called Across the U.S. on a KTM 890 Adventure R. It's like a 12-minute video. Yeah. Joe takes us through just basically the gear that he used, how to pack it onto a motorcycle, and gave a little background to the story. Yeah. And then we are planning on what's probably going to be around a 4-part series next year.
3 or 4-part series, I think.
Looking through all the content that we have, we honestly feel like we can do 4 just packed episodes of that. And we haven't even started editing it. We did this kind of gear and highlight video, and we haven't touched it. So I think it's going to be really interesting. We're both going to have to sit down and work through that.
Adventure Bros is going to be a lot of fun.
I'm super excited about
Which is, incidentally, Ghost also picked Adventure Bros.
Yeah, just to come full circle, Ghost also picked Adventure Bros. Ghost, what are you so excited about Adventure Bros specifically?
I think...
Huh? Ghost answer is, this is what he's so excited about. So we're filming this segment. So part of our Adventure Bros episode when we were out in South Dakota was Beau had picked out these locations, and we were going to do this adventure, stop at the location. Beau's going to do a talk to camera.
Fun fact, there's a whole bunch of footage that is lost to us because my camera wasn't on. But I wanted to go to these areas and talk about them, and so we're sitting there and I'm doing this little spiel to camera. I don't know what happened. I just choked on something.
Literally, he's looking at. I'm holding the camera. He's looking at me, talking, giving us the background of the city and all this kind of shit. And out of nowhere, just this photo is a perfect representation. It's blah 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 blah, and then he goes straight back to talking. No blip, no nothing. And I'm behind the camera trying so hard not to be like, what the fuck just happened? And we get done and nothing was said.
We never addressed it.
We had a lot of shit to do that day, so we just moved on. Yeah. And then we're editing it, or Beau's editing through it, and he just started busting out laughing. I'm like, what the fuck are you laughing at? And he shows me, I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, lots of things.
Oh my God.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's so great. All right, so that was favorite CGO video of the year. That was a lot.
Yep.
All right, guys. Next group. Let's talk about our favorite moment from Live on Two Wheels Season 2, which that quick shifter was solid. That gave so many good moments.
Yeah. I didn't even have to ask.
Ghost's answer was Beau's laugh on episode 8 after sneaking in the teleprompter line for the second time.
Yeah.
Was that the time when he had the Culver's cup and he was just dying? Oh, wait, is that the episode?
It's the other one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Fucking hilarious.
But no, that was a really good moment. Culver's cup just jiggling. You just losing your shit.
The Ron Burgundy shit killed me.
Yeah.
Actually killed me. The fact that you just, with all the confidence in the world, muscled right through the sentence that was being written in front of you, only to end by also saying what the scheme was to get you to read verbatim.
Well, no, you
the
have to
sentence.
understand
I'm
this
thinking
year,
about
this
it
year
now,
more than
I'm just
ever.
like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
This year more than ever, we've got Trey on the team, and he's writing scripts, and I'm trying to get in this headspace where I just read it.
That's a dangerous game, buddy.
I have to have faith, right? I have to put my faith out.
Yeah.
So like I'm getting in this headset of like, if it's in front of me and I'm supposed to read it, I need to read it and do my normal, like, you know, I talk physically or whatever the word is.
Yeah.
So
You gesticulate a lot.
I don't like that word at all.
It's okay. It's the right word.
All right, so
Doesn't matter if you like it or not. It's the right word.
all right, so Trey's answer for favorite moment of Live on Two Wheels for this season is finally hitting the fart button first try on the soundboard.
Yeah.
That's a good moment.
It's a good feeling. Yeah.
All right, episode over. What if we link that to shutting the stream down and Trey didn't know and the whole stream just went down?
Yep.
That would actually be hilarious. Trey, I don't know what that feeling is like. I've never accurately hit the fart button at the right time.
I'd say a close second for
I've never farted at the right time.
That's
You know what
fair.
I'm saying?
Yeah. I would say a close second for me, though, aside from the teleprompter.
Oh, the
thing.
teleprompter is yours?
Oh, yeah. Teleprompter is 100% mine.
Yeah.
I wrote it as Ron Burgundy.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But, like, the whole thing with SmortCon coming
True.
and being a thing, that was...
Anything that starts as a joke and then becomes real,
Yeah. that was-
like materializing is always
I had a
pretty
blast. Even though I have never felt more old than I did in that moment. Just surrounded by like 20-year-olds on sport bikes. I'm just like, ugh.
cool. That sounds like my kind of crowd.
I'm like, nah, man. When Chase T was like, hey, I want to go do
I'm
this
a
off-road
split.
thing, I'm like, can I come with you? No offense to anybody there. It's just that's just not my riding. And when he said that, I was like, ooh, let's fucking go. I feel
Right.
like a fossil over here.
Right. I would like to go fossilize in the woods.
Yeah, that's it. What about you, bud?
Sorry, I'm sitting here thinking about Kabutops, the Pokemon who starts as a fossil and then anyway. So you laughing when I Ron Burgundy twice are my number twos.
Nice.
There's no argument.
Yeah.
But number one, it can only be the Terminator scene that we initially got demonetized for.
Yeah, we got a copyright claim.
But Ghost basically took the motorcycle scene out of the Terminator and used our green screen photos that we have and put
He
me.
used a couple of different photos.
Yeah, each of us had different ones and tracked the funny face onto characters. I think I was crying laughing
Yeah.
on that episode.
I mean,
And-
when we watched the recap of it, we were both crying, laughing. It's
Yeah,
so funny.
if I went back and watched it now, I would get just as much enjoyment out of it. So like, I cannot let that thing go unnoticed. So that was 100%
a lot
my
of
favorite
gems
thing.
in that one.
It was a lot of gems. All right, next up, we're looking ahead now. We've talked about the best and the favorites of this year. We're gonna move forward into the future. So, what motorcycles are you most looking forward to in 2023? Ghost in here, Honda Trans Alp. Ghost, what's up with this? I got a photo here. What's exciting you about the Trans Alp?
See how it plays in the ADV space.
yeah.
Yeah. So Ghost said,
like,
see how
lower
it plays.
middleweight game is
In a couple years, this middleweight and kind of upper middle, the 800, 900 class, it is going to be a fascinating sector in the motorcycle space. And we all know Honda might not make the most exciting motorcycles, but they are tanks.
Yep.
If the last 2 years have told us anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good answer.
Which is funny because ADV in general is yours.
Yes.
Him's excite.
I was not able to decide on one specific motorcycle, so I literally put in parentheses ADV in general.
Yeah.
We have a lot of conversations with, I think, like 4 or 5 manufacturers for loaner bikes next year that are going to let us loan ADV bikes.
Yep.
Those have been specifically asked for by
ride
me.
them as ADV bikes.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so
not just like a street stuff.
I'm hoping the beginning of the year, I'm going to be able to have like loaner bike after loaner bike with ADV stuff and get a real feel for that.
I'd love to get the Touareg in so that you can set it up appropriately.
It looks like we might be able to get a Touareg. It looks like we're going to have a Tiger 1200, which is super exciting.
A couple of them.
We're going to have a Pan Am in the shop, which I'm super excited about. And if everything works out, CF Moto might send us one of their 800s to do a loan on. We're going to have ADV overload. Yep. I'm so excited. So, Beau, what about yours?
Mine is pure speculation.
Looks directly at the camera.
I just want to be super clear with everybody. I don't have any information that you don't have, but a lightweight Pan Am.
A lightweight. Cool. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, maybe it'd be based off of the same motor that's in the Nightster.
I like how both you and Trey's are both like bikes that are not confirmed or anything. But
I like legitimately. Can I stress this enough? I don't have any information.
I can actually vouch. Because
we were on a call with Harley, and he have literally turned his camera off when I mentioned.
We have not been given any info by Harley, so there's that.
You're not like speaking it's a speculation. It seems like a smart move. They have the platform, and they have the chassis. It just makes sense. And if it happens, it'll be the bike I'm most excited for a very long time.
Fair. So Trey's answers are a Yamaha R9. Speculation. A Harley Davidson Bronxster.
Speculation.
And a Honda Hawk.
Not speculation.
Not speculation?
Honda. They haven't confirmed it yet? Speculation.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
The R9 would be dope. The R7 was great, but a rider like if I got an R9, it would be my quintessential R6 replacement.
Yeah.
But with the triple, the XSR,
that dangerous.
Yeah, I won't own one. 100%.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
So, okay, that's everybody's. Cool.
Yep.
Those are, man, I hope half of those become a real thing because I'm here for
it. Ghost made an addendum to his choice.
Oh, if my channel gets monetized, I'll use the 3 cents as a down payment to join Adventure Bros. What credit union are you with? A 3-cent down payment on a motorcycle? Bro, I'm about to get 10 motorcycles up in here for 30 cents.
Nice.
All right, next up, what motorcycle brand are you most interested in seeing grow in 2023?
This is, I don't want to say...
Almost everybody had to put multiple brands.
I don't want to say that I chose mine for the growth of the manufacturer, but...
Their lines,
the
maybe.
difference in their manufacturing. And, of course, that's Suzuki.
Yep.
When they're kind of shit-canning their whole race R&D thing and focusing all on consumer stuff. And what they've shown so far looks pretty fucking good.
Yeah. So my picks, I mirrored what you said. I said Suzuki because I understand that it was pretty crazy news to hear they were dropping out of racing, but then like a couple months later, we start getting like mad drops, and it's like, okay, yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
So I chose Suzuki, but I said it was a tie between Suzuki and CF Moto.
Yeah.
We have seen CF Moto's across the pond lineup is strong, and we don't have all of that here. And they're 400 NK.
Yeah,
bro.
Here's the thing: more than just the manufacturer itself, what I would like to see a good growth for CF Moto is dealer support. I want to see more of those pop up, because the more of those that pop up, the more accessible it is for people to get in and try it.
It'll also make the conversation of like, oh, Chinese bike is like, yeah, but there's a dealer you can literally take it to. You know what I mean? I think that'll help a lot of people.
Put your ass in the seat, dude.
Right. So Trey's answer for motorcycle brand he's most interested in seeing grow in 2023 is Harley Davidson and CF Moto. So CF Moto is probably obvious why you chose that, but why you say Harley?
Yeah, he needs a win.
He needs a win.
He wants that Bronx. I tell you what I like.
I do want that Bronx too.
Yeah.
Riding the Sportster S around, because I've been riding it around a good bit lately. I'm like, dude, if this motor was in a naked platform, Harley would kick some ass. With that.
Here's the thing.
It's a fun platform.
I like your answer because like Harley's growth is different. Like they're trying new things. They're still sticking with their staples and they're doing them solidly, but they're trying new things. But more than just what they're producing, for me, the thing I like about Harley in the last like year and moving forward is their attention to the consumer. Like whereas other manufacturers are focusing, Harley was bad about this, focusing on like getting a big celebrity, doing what works.
Oh,
blah,
you're
blah,
talking
blah.
about Harley and how they work with influencers and stuff?
Not just how they work with influencers, but just like how they're perceived in the consumer space, where it's like, oh, it's like you're not just doing things because somebody there said that it should be done this way.
Right.
Like the biggest thing from the Pan Am that I took away from talking with people who are veterans, 40, 50-year veterans in the ADV world is like, oh, that's an ADV bike.
Right.
That's a competent and competitive ADV bike. That's taking your customer base seriously and not just doing a thing and slapping a Harley tag on it and saying it's a Harley, give us money.
Right.
It is, what do they want? What do they need?
We're gonna bring it with the motorcycle.
They were also like the first manufacturer to ever do, which I said this before, is hilarious that Harley of all people took electronic suspension, which has been put on
a lot of bikes,
and gone like, oh, hey, we can make this more accessible to shorter riders and make taller riders more comfortable at stoplights by just, based on the speed, lowering the suspension.
Like just using the tool that you already have,
and like doing all the math so that it can fluidly move between this. And
because you have all the tech in it, so the bike knows when it would need to do that.
For a company that really wasn't an innovator for a very long time, to not only come out with a bike well outside of their wheelhouse,
right,
but also do it seriously, listen to customers, think about who's using it, and introduce a new tech that will be copied in all of them. Yeah. I just think that's freaking amazing. I like the future for Harley.
Props need to be given to Harley because we've had the conversation before. Harley was the last company that I expected to reach out and start talking as serious with us as they did. Yeah. Especially after
we have a great contact with them. Matt's awesome, and, and it's been a wonderful experience.
And if you think about everything new, both new school and old school Harley, everything we've ridden lately has been
the Nightster
great.
Looks phenomenal.
The Lowrider ST was solid. The Sportster S that we have has been, it literally is my favorite cruiser. I keep riding different ones. Nothing changes that.
I mean, if they want to get us,
that Pan Am is so. Can I vent about the Pan Am real quick?
Go for it.
The Pan Am, as you have said, is such a good fucking bike.
Yeah.
And I just have to make it clear online that it irritates the shit out of me. And I've talked. No video that we've done with a Pan Am has done well. And when I say well, I mean views, comments, anything.
Yeah.
It does not get out into the world.
I think
it is
hilarious.
Such a good motorcycle, and it pisses me off.
I think it's hilarious that both you and I had when I rode the Pan Am and then rode the Sportster, and I said to you, it's like that engine belongs in the Pan Am.
Yeah.
And I fully expected us to butt heads on that. And then when we rode it, you're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, it does, absolutely. And so we've done an off-road review, and I told Harley, like, get us a Pan Am in, put me road tires on it, because the Pan Am, like a lot of ADV bikes, is a phenomenal motorcycle both on-road and off-road. Yeah. I've never ridden a Pan Am with road tires, though, but even with those semi-knobby things that we had,
those were more
bro,
than
we were just we were following Matt, bro was just hauling ass, and we were like, okay, cool, hopefully everything goes good.
Yeah.
So I told our contact at Harley, I was like, look, I want to ride a Pan Am on road. I want to treat it as a road bike, and I want to review it. I want to do a first ride on it as a road bike.
It's like a sport touring
situation, If a first ride road review on a Pan Am doesn't do good, which every one of our first rides does as good as the video should,
Yeah.
right? If it's not a really popular motorcycle, the video doesn't do really well. If it's a really popular motorcycle, the first ride does well.
Yeah.
If the Pan Am first ride doesn't do well, I'm out of spite going to buy one and make that my own motorcycle and continue to ride it.
Uh-oh,
Because
Matt.
it is frustrating
Oh, Matt.
that the internet is just, or at least maybe it's our subscriber
Yeah.
base. It's probably not the entire internet because that's not our subscriber base, but it's like, you guys do not understand.
It is such a fantastic motorcycle.
Is it overpowered as absolute shit? Yeah, absolutely.
Which is why I'm really excited about the speculative.
Yeah, okay, back to the speculative, but yeah.
I'm really excited about the speculative and not at all confirmed at all whatsoever. I'm being serious. 975 version of a Pan Am, if that's a thing they're going to do.
And that's the same size engine that's in the
Nightster.
Nightster that Trey rode.
Yeah.
It would be amazing.
That would be.
Right.
Everybody knows I love my Tiger. That'd be a if
There's no shot you're selling your Tiger.
If Harley was like, hey,
Don't you even fucking say it.
I'd have to have a long conversation with myself.
And your wife.
No, like it's my money. I spent it. So, but like honestly, like I love that bike so much, and the only thing that stopped me was one, the price, and two, the sheer size of it. I've dropped a Pan Am 4 times.
True story.
All of those times have been at 0 miles an hour. So it's like
I'm halfway with you with the Desert X.
Yeah.
I've dropped it twice.
we got 6 minutes. Let's get to
Okay,
this last question
so
real quick.
Ghost, his favorite motorcycle brand that he's interested in growing in 2023, Suzuki, specifically their new 800s,
Nice.
and CF Moto. How do they grow and see longevity?
Yeah.
I would love. I can already tell you. I got a gut feeling. Give it 2 years. I think it's probably going to take that long to get the market understood.
Yeah.
CF Moto, especially when they have that 450 SS and 450 NK.
Yeah.
Bro, the market's gonna do a little shifting.
I'm excited to see them ride their wave.
Yeah, I'm excited. We can't wait to see it. Whew. All right, so final thing that we got to get to is what do you want to see happen in Live on Two Wheels Season 3? Some copied answers here, I see. So I had Live on Two Wheels have its own presence outside of C2Dub, have more guests, and get Beau some plants.
Lots of plans.
So I love having guests in here. We have this set up so that we can have guests. I want to do more guests.
Yeah,
and
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it just having other people, because like we can talk forever about anything basically.
Yeah.
But I really like the dynamic of having guests in here.
Matt said on recording. That's our contact.
Oh shit! How did we get?
I was very clear in my disclaimer. I just want to point that out right now.
You were.
It's on record.
This is worse than Yamaha. I get in trouble about the R7.
No, I was very clear.
Okay, so I want to have more guests in. Oh, we should have Matt in here.
Fuck yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Matt, we need to get you in here on Live on Twist episode. So I also want to grow this show out. I don't want it to depend on Chase on Two Wheels.
100%.
And one of the things we're going to be doing in season 3 is we're not going live on Chase on Two Wheels anymore. We're going to start building this brand as its own brand.
Yep.
I'm really excited about that. Yeah. I have a phenomenal time doing this every week. It's nice to have an area on the internet where I don't have to be clickbaity. I don't have to talk fast and get things out and like not have a lull in the audience retention.
Yeah.
Like it's just a calm breath of like, hey, I like motorcycles.
Since its inception,
I don't want to have anxiety.
We've been talking about having it exist on its own. So I am fully with you on that one.
All right, Beau, what you got on? What are you looking forward to for season 3 of Live on Two Wheels?
So there's been 2 moments in Live on Two Wheels. You will have recalled we did a commercial shoot for an outside vendor, and you guys were in the middle of fucking nowhere, and I came up to that place with all the live equipment.
Nice job.
Yeah, I'm glad I did. We didn't do that episode, if you guys will recall, because
I like how
I got there.
tiptoeing you are.
I got there and you fucking go, hey, you don't have to come out here, and it's like, that's great. I'm 5 minutes on the road.
Yep.
But I had set up my laptop and everything to do this, and then we were going to, when we were in South Dakota, we were going to do the live show live from South Dakota. I would love to do more remotes, lives, things like that.
There is technical challenges that we should.
He said, I'm recording Chase's promise to buy a Pan America. Link. Sorry.
Well, I guess I what if that was like the I just released what ADV bike I was getting?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
There's a lot of technical challenges with in the field live showing.
The only thing that we have to make sure of is connection, and if everything else,
Relatively, we could figure out.
because I've had to set it up twice now. Everything else
Can work.
done.
Yeah. I mean, like, so in my head, functionally, I can think of the entire setup of what we would need to go out in a field,
Yeah.
other than the reception.
Yeah. Ghosts is in that same vein, and we've talked about this as well, doing the live show from the Georgia Moto Meetup. That we will be doing the Moto Meetup this year.
The
coming in
2023,
Yeah.
we don't know dates, we don't know information, but on my end, I'm going to do everything I can to get 2023 to be the first year back doing the Georgia Moto Meet. For you guys that
Joe
don't
says
know,
live from California. Let's go.
there you go. So we haven't done the meetup for a while because of the pandemic and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a safe thing. I wasn't going to put that on myself.
Yeah.
We're at a point now that we can actually do that, and I would absolutely love it. I haven't talked to any of the people that I have to talk to yet, so I don't
Yeah.
want to. I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm going to do everything I can to make that meetup a thing. I mean, we have wireless video transmission software.
Everything
We
we
could
need.
have a base station by the car.
Everything we need.
Hypothetically, that can be done.
Everything that we need. I would love to do one from the Moto Meetup.
We could run the power from
yeah.
the dealership that we're at. Like, there's that one very possible.
Yeah.
The live on an adventure, that would be a little more challenging because we're
Well,
gonna
so
have,
like with Get On ADV Fest, like we're going to be at places where they have those kind of things. So it's like it's one of those things where like if we do enough prep work, I would love to do.
So that's what I was gonna.
I would love to do live on two wheels where it's like
we have people there.
We have a crowd. Like it would just be fun.
So I will like we went into ADV Fest saying we're going to do live on two wheels from there. We should have thought more about that though, because that was an environment that we had never been in before. So
we also it's our fault because we loaded our plate so slap full of shit. So
yeah, absolutely.
And then Trey's got a really good answer too.
Trey's got a great answer that I'm a super huge fan of. Trey's answer for what he's looking forward to happen in Live on Two Wheels Season 3 is for Live on Two Wheels to go from being in the red to the black, which, if you guys don't know what that means, is Live on Two Wheels actually makes money instead of just pour money out. So yeah, I'm totally down for that. I guess that's kind of part of Live on Two Wheels living as its own brand.
Yeah.
You know, it does need to be sustainable at some point. Like it can't just suck money indefinitely. So that'd be a really cool thing.
Discord.
Listen, okay.
601. Let's just. I mean, fuck it, man. I ain't got nothing to do tomorrow.
I have to travel. All right, so Chase, just saying. I mean,
that's Gear Toto, by the way. Same
dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy's not fucking around with his Africa twin. I love that. All right, what's that? Oh, Jesus Christ, that's hilarious. Just a what's up.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Beau hearing the podcast review this week. Yes, that's so great. I love that so much. All right. When Chase finally gets Goonies $4,000 Arai Corsa Carbon XRC, smart. That an Arai costs $4,000.
Yeah,
that's what it costs to have an actually safe motorcycle
so
helmet.
highly voted in the gear requests thing that it like.
Oh
we
shit!
can't get that in.
Yeah, it's a touchy subject. All right, when Chase did a Smart helmet review after all this damn time, God, that's hilarious. Put a Smart helmet on our camera car rig. That'd be hilarious. Love that. Okay, moving on. Oh snap!
Yeah, that's 18950.
There you go.
Represent, buddy.
Solid helmet.
Yeah.
All right, CF Moto 790 ADV. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's basically saying KTM is CF Moto, which it ain't far off. Oh my God, this is Ghost on two wheels. What is this? That's amazing. Ghost, you need to wrap your bike white and you need to get all white geared. This is what I'm noticing from this.
That's a good way to have them just disappear on the street and then get hit. So
Fair point. SmartCon 2023, who's excited? This guy is. That's a good hat. We need to get that hat made. Chase Soon. Hey, listen, I don't. We'll see what happens with this on-road Pan Am review.
You remember back in the day when people used to get free shit for getting tattoos on them? There was always like these companies doing that.
Yes.
Look, Harley wants to talk to me.
You're gonna get a Harley. Are you saying live right now that if Harley said get a Harley tattoo and we'll give you a bike, you would get a tattoo?
A street glide special. I know.
How big of a what if they asked you to tattoo your entire back?
I would cover my whole backside. Not my butt. I'd get a tattoo on my butt. Yeah, it would be HD. Yeah, no, man. I'm gonna be. Look, man.
Matt, I hope you're recording this. That's what you need to record.
Fun fact: when I was looking to buy a new bike before I got back from the Mojave,
you were at a tattoo shop.
No, the bike that I was looking at that was at the top of my list was a Street Glide Special.
Oh.
It's one of my favorite baggers of all times. I'd want one with the speakers in the lids so I could pump my tunes out while I'm riding.
So we just need to get Matt to let us loan one of those.
Fucking full back tattoo. I can cover the shitty one that's on my shoulder blade right now.
All right, guys. That is the season finale of season 2 of Live on Two Wheels. It has been.
Did you read what Joe wrote?
No.
You gotta get HG so it says hog. I love that man so much.
No. Oh, God. Okay, on that bombshell. Jesus Christ. Guys, it has been an absolute awesome year doing this live show with y'all. I really appreciate you guys that tune in live. I appreciate you guys that watch the podcast or listen to the podcast. And I super appreciate all you guys that gone over to the Live on Two Wheels YouTube channel and subscribe. If you guys enjoy the show, make sure to subscribe over there. This is the last show that will be on the Chase on Two Wheels channel. Yep. Last one. We're doing everything else over there. Make sure to search Live on Two Wheels on YouTube. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel over there. And you guys have been awesome. It's been a fantastic year, and I really enjoy doing this thing. And hopefully we'll have even better year and more laughs and fart jokes next year. Yeah, that's awesome. We'll see you guys next year. Shit. That got real.
2023, baby.
Woo! Oh.